meantime, I could have both you delinquents arrested and thrown in jail like your dad, like your Uncle Lucky.
I beg your pardon? I believe you're out of your depth, Congressman. And now you have a much bigger problem than my grandson and his brother. You've got me. Threatening teenagers? Really? Don't you have bigger fish to fry, Congressman? Really, when did you become so petty and vindictive?
These boys were being very disrespectful. Somebody had to reprimand them.
By threatening them with jail time and calling their family members criminals?
You didn't hear the whole conversation, Laura.
Yes, and I'd like to hear it from them. Well?
Drew is saying that these boys cannot see their sister.
I'm well aware of the restraining order, and even though I think it is completely unnecessary, I believe these boys are taking that seriously.
That's just it, Grandma. The restraining orders are gone. Everyone can see Scout except for Danny.
Which is totally unfair and stupid. Drew's just trying to get back at my dad, and he's hurting me and Scout to do it.
What's wrong with you?
Laura, your grandson's allowed to see Scout, so you really don't need to involve yourself in this. But you might want to think about Danny's influence on Rocco. You wouldn't want them to end up in jail or back in the hospital.
Danny didn't have anything
Boys,
to do.
I'd like a word alone with Drew. Would you mind?
They're gone.
Thank you. I would appreciate it if you would stop characterizing Danny as a bad influence. You know, you're keeping him from seeing his own sister, so it's only natural that the boy would be upset.
It's very compassionate of you, Laura, but I am Scout's father, and it's my job to protect her. Dante and Lulu might want to think about doing the same.
She doesn't need to be protected from Danny. He's her big brother. And for God's sake, the boys were raised as brothers.
And lucky for Rocco, they're not. Danny is a bad seed, just like his dad.
Also, what exactly do you mean by bad seed? You seem to be the one intent on causing trouble.
You don't know this kid. He is wild and he is reckless. And I don't know how much Monica told you about Jason, but his son is just like him. Spoiled, does whatever he wants regardless of the consequences.
He's a teenage boy. He's not a hardened criminal.
Look, you said he put Scout in danger.
Yes, he snuck Scout out of camp without telling anybody, brought her back here on his bike without a helmet.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. When I was growing up, nobody wore a helmet on a bike, and somehow an entire generation survived.
Harborview is very busy. It's a very windy road. They could have been hit by a car. She could have fallen off the back.
Okay, none of what you're describing is grounds for putting a child in jail. Seems to me you've just made up your mind about Danny, and you're looking for excuses to keep him away from his sister. And you know what? That is cruel, and it dishonors your mother's memory. I don't think a man like you deserves a house like this.